All right, welcome back, Aquarius. Aquarius, I need to give you a little bit of a forewarning. If my video gets shut off, it's because I'm experiencing storage problems in my phone. So if you get a abrupt cut off in your reading, that's why. Okay, Aquarius. I pre-shuffled your decks, so let's get straight into it for the sign of Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. For the sign of Aquarius, if you're here to cross watch for the sign of Aquarius, please be respectful. Aquarius, if you notice yourself feeling upset or triggered, if it doesn't hit, don't make it fit. Essentially, if this reading makes you feel upset or uncomfortable, it's not for you, and just click off. I know you already know that, but I need to say that in the beginning of my readings now, as like a disclaimer, okay? I'm not a professional mental health person, clearly, but I'm quite good at tarot, and that's what I'm about to do for you, Aquarius, okay? So let's tap in, Aquarius. Trusted angels, trusted ancestors, trusted spirits, trusted guides, trusted poltergeists. And I've been saying trusted poltergeist because poltergeist is a buildup of kinetic energy due to a submerged buildup or accumulation of stress, anxiety, remorse, just like human emotion that's really uncomfortable to experience. And it can very rarely, you'll experience like a very, like the strange phenomena, which is a poltergeist, which is a buildup of kinetic energy, which can move objects around and fuck with your electricity, your electronics. Sometimes it does appear to be violent, but that's mostly because of what movies make it seem to be. I don't know why that's important to say, Aquarius, but I'm just explaining why I say that for the poltergeist stuff. Okay, so trusted angels, trusted ancestors, trusted spirits, and trusted poltergeists, come to my space as we read for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, let's get into it, please. Okay, thank you. Love you, Aquarius. Whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help us God. What's going on for the sign of Aquarius? What's going on for Aquarius? Aquarius, if you haven't already liked and subscribed to my channel, please do that. It would help me jump into the algorithm. Let's get Aquarius's first card. What's going on for Aquarius? What's going on for Aquarius? Aquarius. High Priestess, Aquarius. Bah. Bah is all I have to say. Da. Aquarius, you could have Pisces in your chart, or you're dealing with one, or you're a High Priestess. Highly intuitive. You keep to yourself. You don't care to mingle with the low vibrationals. You don't care to exchange surface level bullshits. Good. We like this so far. Let's see where else we go. Where's this taking us for the sign of Aquarius? High Priestess about what? High Priestess about what? Seven of Wands. Aquarius, you could feel defensive about something that you intuitively know is the truth. You could feel like you need to protect something that you know is true. Or like, okay, so that, yes, that's the first gut go, so mostly that. But also you could feel like an extra urge to make up for your shortcomings. That's not what I'm trying to say, but it's not like that. But like, you might feel projections on you that make you feel like you are needing to make up for your shortcomings. No. It's not that. You're feeling like you need to basically stand your fucking ground. and show these hoes, masculine or feminine. Don't get stuck on the genders. Don't get stuck on what I say. Place yourself where you see fit. You are the master of your story. Okay? If I'm offensive, I'm probably not the channel for you. All right? You're standing your ground against some people that might not even think you're a high priestess, or you have some knowledge that you are like needing to hide or protect. Let's get more. Hello. Two of Swords. Hello. Two of Swords. Sorry, I talk funny sometimes. Okay, I just do that. I like the theater. You might like the theater. You might like the arts. Theater, dance, music. Entertainment in the good ways. In good, yeah. Two of Swords, though. What's this? High Priestess, Two of Swords, Seven of Wands. You have an intuitive hit about something that you're not quite sure what it is, but you know it's something. You know it's something because you're rarely not, you're rarely incorrect. You're not usually incorrect when it comes to your intuition. And there's a challenge, like somebody's challenging you on this, and you are like having a hard time coming up with a reason to comfort their discomfort and their lack of trust in your intuitive gut go, because apparently they may, like, okay, this could go all over the board here. They've known you for a long ass time, so they should already know that you're tapped in. So why are they questioning you to begin with? Because they usually come to you all the time and try to tap in with you to figure out what blah 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 blah, right? So why are they questioning you to begin with? Okay, there's that. There's those ones. And then there's the individuals that don't know you very well, that are making you question your own intuition because they're playing on things in your sphere. They're playing on things that are making you question this for some reason, Aquarius. And you're not usually a sign that would question that about yourself, but there's something going on with you questioning your own intuition, or more so, you backing up your fucking gut go intuition, your intuitive knowledge that you have, that you know is the truth, and you're protecting it. I don't know what it is. Let's get more. You're protecting it. Okay, you feel like it's kind of on guard. You could feel attacked, like someone's attacking it. Somebody's making you sound crazy, making saying things that don't align with what's actually going on. Okay. The Moon. The Moon card. Okay. Yeah. Kind of reiterating just a tiny bit, Aquarius. But like there is an effort to make you, like for a high priestess to feel confused about their own intuition, they're going to be steady fucked with on multiple levels. I'm not saying that you... I'm not saying that's happening to you, but if you are experiencing anything that's making you feel kind of discombobulated and like uncertain on how you would normally feel about something, uncertain on your downloads about like how to clock somebody when you're meeting someone, how to clock somebody on a first date, how to clock somebody that you're working with, or even after a long time of knowing somebody, like, and you're like, I don't really know, there's all these, it's like a huge math equation, and you're plugging in all these elements and you're trying to make sense out of it, and there's something that's still not making sense. But I get that it does make sense, and it's like maybe there's too much of that going on, but it's being done intentionally is how it feels. It feels like that is being done to you intentionally. Not to clog up your intuition, like, yes, perhaps. The reason I say not to clog your intuition is because I don't get that it will. But that could be an effort or a possibility as to what is being tried on, what they're trying on when it comes to you. Whoever this is. It feels like somebody that cares a lot about like your gut goes, your intuition, and your secret knowledge. It could be a Pisces, it could be a Sagittarius, it could be a Leo, It could be a Cancer. It could be a Libra, having it in your own chart, or you're dealing with one. Here's the Devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, have it in your own chart. You can't see this deck as well because it's turquoise and yellow. It's really hard to see, but the Devil's right here. Somebody's like obsessed with what you know. Somebody's obsessed with what you know. They don't want you to know what you know. They're trying to confuse you about what you know. And maybe you actually, like, the only reason I would see, only way I would see that working on an Aquarius or anyone in general, okay, let's not get stuck on signs. We all have charts, right? So, but like Aquarius, the only way that would work to get you stuck on something like that, like, do you know this person? Do you trust them? Do you love them? Because I feel like when it comes to High Priestess, Priest, people that are tapped in that way, that are kind of going through like a muddy period, like it's a little muddy, okay? 2 of Swords, the Moon, 7 of Wands, High Priestess, the Devil on the bottom. Somebody's obsessed with what you know, or wanting to keep you stuck and keep you in the dark on something. Like literally, the Moon card, the 2 of Swords, High Priestess, 7 of Wands. You're aware of it. You're aware of it. It's highly uncomfortable for you. You are not happy about this. It's not, and I'm not saying that's going to stay put the way that what I just said, but like that's a thing in your reading, Aquarius. There's somebody that wants to keep you stuck. They don't want you to know what you know. It feels more like 5D, like a spiritual knowledge. Like, I mean, you might know something about somebody they don't want you to know about because they're involved in some shady criminal shit. But it doesn't really feel like that. It feels like more important. Not to say that's not important, but it feels more like something else. That they're like concerned that you are tapped into. They don't want you to be tapped into this. Why? Why are they trying to I almost said 7 of Swords. So yeah, they are being strategic and secretive and creepy. Why are they wanting to moon 2 of Swords you? As you are 7 of Wanding, your High Priestess as self. Why are they doing that to you? What does Aquarius know? Like, can we get, like, I don't really want to put it out here on the table, but like, what is this about? Can we get more, any type of information? Trust is, what have we got? A 4 of Cups. A Chariot. You could be dealing with Cancer, have it in your chart. King of Wands and an 8 of Cups. I could be speaking to a masculine, or you're dealing with a masculine that's trying to do this to you. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. You have a Aquarius. I don't know what your gender is, okay? Place yourself where you see fit. You're the master of your story. You could be identify as a woman, a man, a they, them person. I don't know. Okay, but it seems as though you have a masculine potential Cancer, Sagittarius, or Leo. A Leo, Sagittarius, or Cancer masculine. It doesn't have to be any of that. It could also be a Pisces. Or, yeah, well, I said, yeah, Cancer's here a lot, actually. Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo. Having it in your own chart, or you're dealing with one. You're being very chill about this. Them like being all like weirded out by what you know stuff. Like you, if okay, Aquarius, if you haven't picked up on them like being all like if this is your friend or your partner or somebody that you've known for a long time, you could notice that they're acting like strange around you or on edge, or when you communicate or like crack a joke or just like hang out and like be normal around one another, something feels strange. You might notice their micro expressions or their mannerisms are a bit off. Something feels off. It's because it is. You're not slow. It's because it is. It might be because of this, okay? And don't put it in stone. This is just a tarot reading on YouTube. But it could be because of something like this. Because they know that you're smart as fuck. And they're nervous about you being smart as fuck and being tapped in. 4 of Cup, 8 of Cup, High Priestess. You've been into the deep, dark waters a few times and crawled back out. Maybe they've never been able to do that before. It seems like they're steady go all the time with this 7 of Wand, Chariot, King of Wand. In the middle, our 2 of Sword and our Moon card. There's confusion. There's like some murkiness going on between you two. I don't know if this is a love person, a friend. It almost feels just like somebody that you care about. I don't know if it's love, friend, business. You be the judge. We'll find out more if it comes out, but they're intimidated by you, Aquarius, is how it feels. They're intimidated by you. 10 of Swords. They feel betrayed by you. Or they, yeah, okay, so, no, I get stronger hits on, you feel betrayed by them. You feel betrayed by this person. You know what they're doing. You know exactly what they're doing. Okay, somebody could be 41 years old. Somebody could be born in 1981 or 1984. Or somebody could be 48 or 40. 18, 14, hopefully not the 14 number, but we'll tap on those as well. You feel betrayed by this person. You trusted this person enough to have them bring you into a 10 of Sword. So you know who we're talking about. You feel very betrayed by them. And you feel like they don't give a fuck about it. You feel like they don't care about this betrayal. And they might not. Like, well, not in the way that you do. Not in the way that you care. Because you're an 8 of Cup, 4 of Cup High Priestess person. They are a 7 of Wand, Chariot, King of Wand. They steady go about, like, being on guard, go time, go, 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 like, very, like, impulsive, like, kind of doing things before they, like, and, like, not to say this is the King of Wands all the time, but, like, when it's clicking and ticking with the type of vibe that I'm picking on, it's kind of going in the realm of, like, somebody that's a little, like, unhinged, a little irrational, you know, at the drop of a hat, they change their whole vibe, their whole friend group changes, the way they communicate with you changes, the way they move changes, but it's always kind of erratic. You don't really know, right? And then you, on the other hand, have all this knowledge. You probably don't move like that at all. And it's probably because of a reason, because you're in a 4 of Cup, 8 of Cup all the time. Not all the time, but you know, you go back and forth between that. Like finding things out about yourself, finding things out about anything, all the things, and it kind of, it's like, you know, you move back and forth between this kind of like celestial, higher knowing, astral, like ping, like you're pinging, like ping, your antennas are up because you're hitting these knowledge points as you're dealing with individuals that are like, that you love, that you, I don't know if you dealt with them romantically, if it's a friend or family, I don't know, you'll know, Aquarius, but like, and then as you're dealing with all that and you're doing all this like upgrading in your astral and your celestial, you know, form, however you identify, okay, I don't know how you could be, you know, but you're a High Priestess here, okay, so go with it. I'm sure, I don't think I'm losing you, Aquarius. You're usually not a sign that gets too confused about things that I say. But what is confusing is that there's this strange person over here that's like, they're upset. It's not that they're upset at you. Like, they're not mad at you, but there's like this like clogged, like kind of like antsy, clogged, antsy, and like on the fritz, or like all, like they're little, like, you might not trust them right now, and I don't blame you. Because their vibe is strange. Can we get more on this? Their vibe is odd. It's a little, oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let's take these. We have a King of Cups, a Judgment, a Temperance, 7 of Swords. What did I say about that? Seven of Swords. Here it is. King of Cup. You could have Scorpio in your chart. I feel like you're this King of Cup, Aquarius. And the Seven of Swords here. Judgment, Temperance. Somebody could be 47 or born in 1987 or 1981. I said that. Or 1971, 1974. Somebody could be 17. Somebody could be 47. There's a little bit of like, you probably already know this because you're the High Priestess card with the Four of Cup, Eight of Cup, and the King of Cup. You could have heavy water in your chart, Aquarius. You could have a lot of Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio somewhere in your chart. It's here a lot. And this other person has more like unhinged fire energy with some water. And some air. They have a lot, like it's all here to be fair, right? Okay. So, we also have a heavy Sagittarius and Scorpio coming out with this Judgment and this Temperance. Okay. You could have that in your chart or you're dealing with one. The Moon, Ten of Sword, Two of Sword, Judgment, Temperance. It's like you knew something all along and maybe you like tried to, maybe you tried to like not see it. Maybe you didn't want to see it. You had a feeling this person was a certain way. You had a feeling they would act this way eventually or have this type of reaction towards you. Something would hit the fan at some point. Something would be like this like buildup and this like climactic, cataclysmic like feeling that is like, once it happens, you can't stop it. And you kind of knew that would happen. It's still murky, but it's happening. And then as that's happening, you're like, okay, I'm going to go back into my High Priestess chill, Four of Cup, Eight of Cup, King of Cup land and be chill and like wait this over. If they want to approach me, if they want to talk to me, I will be well balanced. I will tell them how I feel and be honest. And then meanwhile, this person's still plotting and scheming and being a creep with the Seven of Swords here. They might even try to be like believable, like make you believe that they are trustworthy again. So be wary of that, Aquarius. I almost called you Sagittarius. You could be dealing with that or having your chart, okay? I almost called you Sagittarius. Okay, or you're dealing with a Gemini or a Scorpio. So Sag, Scorpio, Gemini, having it in your chart, or you're dealing with one, or Libra, or Cancer. Okay, so they may have some like downtime to like play it cool, like they've maybe schmoozed their maybe they start peacocking around their other friends that like believe this whole like fake persona that they emanate, whereas you know who they truly are as a person. But like, so they got their rah-rahs out, they got to like pump up their ego pump and get it up to like at least an 8, 7 or an 8. Not quite a 10, but it's getting up there. They're working up the courage to like come towards you again. They're feeling good or like satisfied with themselves. And it actually turns out like this person has not changed. They're going back into a Seven of Swords. They're going to come back towards you, you know, soothe you with their, whatever your relationship is with this person. It feels like very dramatic, so it could be a love connection, but it could also be like a messy best friend situation. Both, like a friend turned into lover, lover turned into friend. It doesn't feel like business. It feels like deep. It feels like you've known this person for a long ass time. It feels like you've known this person for a long ass time. You know how they move. They know how you move. They respect you. They like you, and they like went away for a while to like figure something out, and now they're like coming back with this like newfound like I got it all figured out type of vibe. And it's convincing to other people. You see it right away. You see it for what it is. You're not going to call them out on it because you're not trying to be a dick. You're dealing with your High Priestess knowledge shit that you you don't really want to do all that. But like if they want to come towards you, you still love them. You'll be like, what's up? Yeah. Like, but they're on some Seven of Swords shit, unfortunately. You see it for what it is. They don't know that other forces also see it. Like, I don't know if this person's tapped in that way. I feel like they want to be, but I don't feel like they're gifted like that. Like you, I don't feel like they're gifted like you are with the High Priestess knowledge. They're not, you know, I'm not trying to be rude, but like they're just not. And that may be like a lot of where the resentment comes from. They may hold a lot of resentment because they're not tapped in that way. And because of that, they're always trying to do some like underhanded, like shady shit to you to like prove they're better than you, or prove they know as much as you, or like prove to other people that you both know. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. And you already know what they're doing. And it's almost made you want to like not be around any of it, is how it feels. And here they steady, keep going, trying. And here's the Temperance card, the Judgment card. And you've probably started to trust more, like, well, I don't know what you pray to or what you believe in, Aquarius, but like maybe you've started to trust in more of your spirit team, your guides, than you do people that say they love you, or your family or your friends or whatever. Maybe you've started to rely on your spirit team more for encouragement and perseverance or self-reliance or whatever it is that you're doing, Aquarius. Is clearly working. And I think this person wants to know like how you're doing that, but they don't know how to even communicate that. Like, I think you would be down to share with them if they actually wanted to know, but I don't know if they actually want to know. I kind of feel like they just want to like slither and slide and be some like slick individual and kind of like and maybe you've known them for a longest time and you're starting to see that about them, and you might want to like slowly start to disassociate from them as time goes on, because they're not going to be good for you in the long run. It feels like if you're on like that tip and they're on that, it's like I know how that feels. Like you want to help. You like legitimately and genuinely love that person and care about them and want to help them, but they're shady and you keep forgiving them and letting them back in, and they keep being shady again, and you're like, okay, it's time I stick to my boundaries this time. And like, here they go again. Okay, Temperance, Seven of Swords, King of Cup, Judgment, Eight of Cup, King of Wands, Moon